Just 10 Australians will be coming to the state funeral of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. One of them is champion Australian horse trainer Chris Waller, the great Chris Waller. He joins us live from Sydney now. Chris, good morning to you. First of all, congratulations. What an honour it must be for you. How do you feel about such an honour and being among such a few amount of people who are coming here?
Good morning, Peter. Yes, it is exactly that, a huge honour, overwhelming really, and been inundated with messages and well wishes, and yeah, it's just a very humbling experience that it's about to take place, and all for an amazing lady. I've had the pleasure of meeting her a few times and chatting to her on the phone if I was called to ring. And as everybody said, every minute of the day and all of the great interviews you've had on this show and many others, how she can relate to every single person in the world, let alone the Commonwealth. And yeah, it's a very sad moment, but at the same time, we're all in awe of what she's done for everybody and the leader she's been.
Chris, you obviously had a very special relationship with the Queen. Tell us about that friendship and those phone calls. How often did they come?
Not as often as it's been relayed in some of the media sites. I train a horse for her at the moment, Chalk Stream, and when he races, normally there would be a phone call afterwards. Other stages, yeah, I've had a chance when I've been to the UK to spend some time with her, just small visits, one day a little bit longer. And yeah, each and every time she just makes you feel so warm, whether you'll be talking to her on the phone or in her company. But you're hearing the same stories echoed from all walks of life. Myself, probably a little more high profile than most of the people that you would never hear from. So people, I guess, have heard my story a few times, but it's the gardener, it's the driver, it's someone just on the street that has all got, well, they've all got an amazing story to tell if they've come in contact with her. And I think those that haven't had the pleasure of meeting her feel the same way. She's entered so many people's lives, entered their hearts, entered their parents' hearts, their grandparents, you name it. It's just been such a long journey, and what a matriarch she has been.
If you can share a story with us, Chris, something that the Queen might have said to you, whether it relates to her horse or whether it relates to Winks, the great Winks. Is there something that you'll always remember now that'll make you smile?
I often remember the questions she would ask. They would be different to what most people would ask. Like how, when Winks was racing, it was in the middle of the drought, and how are we getting on feeding her, and is the quality of the food in Australia, like the grain, is it dropped? Is there a challenge to get it? Is it expensive? Little things like that. And yeah, I don't want to. It's not. I guess I want to share my experience with her, but I don't want to overshadow the fact that she's passed away. But her love for the animals, and I was at. I was with her one day and the corgis were there, and she managed to grab a cracker off the table, broke the cracker on her lap, and she gave me half, and we fed the corgis together. But just a very special lady, and I'm sure everybody's got a message to tell.
That's nice.
Yeah, she certainly does, Chris. You knew you'd have a beautiful story like that. You certainly haven't disappointed. But what has she done for horse racing? What was her instinct like when it came to horses and horse racing?
Well, she was a true horse person herself, from early days all the way to her last few days. She was an avid rider, loved her animals, loved her riding, and through that, her knowledge of a horse and what she brought to equestrian sports, so horse sports. She made everybody feel so proud of what their facet may be with the horse, whether it be a simple showing of a horse, dressage, show jumping, all the way through to different types of breeds, through to racing. Royal Ascot obviously was a great occasion. Every year people would come to see the royal family. People would be amazed by her interest in the sport. Participation was the key, not winning, participation. If the Queen, Her Majesty, could have a runner, I think that was a winner, more so than winning a race.
Yeah. Just back to the phone call. I'm interested, Chris. How does it work? Does she call you, or does it mind to call you? And is it done ahead of time? How does that all work?
She has a racing manager, John Warren, so he's been instrumental with the horse coming to me and all the dealings I've had with her. And yeah, you'll get a phone call to say if it's possible, and they won't tell you or make you. It's just they're just so appreciative if you could give up your time and give Her Majesty a call at certain amount of time, and it seems to flow on from there, as you would get whether you'd be ringing your boss or maybe ringing your mother when you're in trouble or something. But always a very warm conversation and just a beautiful, beautiful lady.
Chris, it's just dawned on me, you won at Royal Ascot this year with Nature Strip. It was the last one before the Queen died. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, we have. Obviously, it's very sad from that perspective as well. So, I guess there's a new generation, and their presence has been noticed, and obviously they've got a great matriarch to follow. So, yeah, with Nature Strip winning there, it was very special, and the owners from Australia travelled over there and got to feel it firsthand, the experience, and yeah, it really is a special event.
So, I guess Chalk Stream now becomes a sentimental favourite whenever it runs, Chris.
Yeah, sure does. A lot of pressure. Yeah, so it'll be a couple of weeks before he races, but yeah, behind me I'm at Rosehill maybe in about 10 days. If everything's worked out, there's procedures that will be put in place that need to be followed, so if everything falls into place, he could be racing in about 10 days' time.
If not a favourite, he's certainly going to be an omen bet for so many.
For sure.
Sure will.
Lovely.
Chris Waller, well, congratulations again. We might see you when you're here, but no doubt you'll be busy. And but what an honour for you, and so many people would love the chance to be able to do what you're doing. But fair play, fair play.
Yeah,
you're definitely the right person to be selected for sure.
Yeah, huge honour, Peter, and yeah, we're very proud.